Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EGIK France deck G4564 with hrdkor 03 William and a jonswar. Oh, I should post that I'm streaming. All right. Opening pile. Nothing too exciting here. Probably just take art director or winter crafter. Art director can be okay with family physician because often reedstone food and occupation will be occupied. Um, yeah, I like winter crafter quite a bit. I think I could first pick winter crafter here. Art Director is probably like the more solid card on its own, but I'm hoping for better like Winter Crafter can lead to a lot better upside. Hmm. Couple good cards here. Hedgemaster, Old Hiker, Part-Time Builder. I like all of those. I like Part-Time Builder pretty decently with Winter Crafter because maybe I'm setting up my Winter Crafter stage 1 instead of building the first room, and then Part-Time Builder is better in that kind of a setup. And I mean, Winter Crafter means I can always focus on improvements. So, like, if the plow and field stable sits there for a while, it's not such a big deal. Yeah. I mean, Hedgemaster is so good. I should just take Hedgemaster. I don't know what I'm thinking. I should just take Hedgemaster. Oh no, I have the offset here. Like Old Hiker here. Old Hiker to get stoned for Winter Crafter could be cute. But I think, Hedgemaster, I don't know. I actually don't know what the stats are like on Hedgemaster these days. They used to be extremely good. Are they a little less so now? Possibly. All right. Well, hello, Hedgekeeper. So I get a bonus point every time I take 3 wood with Hedgekeeper. That's a pretty easy pick for me. Oh, excuse me. I'm tired. Those are working okay. All right. Can't put anything on the board right now. All right. Yeah. Well, and that's the reason you're supposed to take Hedgemaster is because there are just so many more cards that make Hedgemaster good compared to like I think I would consider taking part-time builder higher in like a casino manager or a maybe Lady of the Manor game or Lord of the Manor game. But Hedgemaster is just like you don't have to go all in on fencing for Hedgemaster to be good. It's just pay a food for a point a lot of the time. And that's okay. So, things I'd like to pick up here. Fencing with minor improvements with Wintercrafter would be great. Um, Usually pretty happy with miners that play occupations with Wintercrafter. Any sort of payoff for building majors. So, something that would help me build ovens would be nice. Yeah, couple ways I could go. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to pass out extremely hard after this game. Oh, I'm already tired. And we're still in the draft. All right, John, you gotta pass me some cards here. Maybe I should refresh. Nope. I have a feeling we lost jonswar. When's the last time he made a pick? 4 minutes ago? Oh, he was AFK. He didn't say anything. People, people, people. What the heck? Zoo director? What? 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 What is this doing here? What is this doing here? Okay. Understudy to plow twice I don't hate. If family physician can get me grain, getting grain is good with wintercrafter. With understudy, I like understudy in hands where I know I'm going to want to plow twice, and I can use it with hedgemaster, hedgekeeper to fence multiple times. I'm just not that excited about that. So real estate agent, I can get the max points out of hedgemaster, but ooh, if I'm doing the baking thing, I don't hate the baker here. If I am actually doing the baking thing. But Fence Helper seems likely. That's just like a really solid 3 card combo here, right? And that's a way to actually trigger the Hedgemaster 5 times, is when 4 of them are with Fence Helper and 1 of them's with Hedgemaster itself. I guess I might play Chief's Grandson. I don't necessarily see myself playing Adoptive Parents here. Oh man. Festival Hall Bread Machine, there's maybe a way to go into baking game, but I think I'm just taking Baby Sling here. I love Baby Sling. Great card. Yep. I love me some Baby Sling. Yeah, especially with Zoo Director. Zoo Director, I'm less inclined to want to build a ton of a ton of rooms. I'm more gonna want to focus on getting my animals up with Zoo Director, Hedgekeeper, Hedgemaster. I also like Baby Sling as like a potential round four play with Wintercrafter. Hello, Zoo Director. That's right. Yeah. So like I could definitely see myself playing like a round three or four Wintercrafter into Baby Sling. Just ignore Family Physician. And especially if I build the first room in four, that could make things kind of interesting with the family growth queue. Because, yeah, if I'm only playing Wintercrafter stage one, I should be able to get 3 reed and 5 wood. Oh, man! Treasure map and loom. So, treasure map is pretty excellent with Wintercrafter because I just play Baby Sling treasure map and try to hold the rest of my ox or my miners until late in the game. And like Wintercrafter can play them and you plow food while doing so, or plow a field while doing so. The problem is passing loom is gonna put someone like pretty directly fighting me for this Zoo Director stuff. I think this is not the best treasure map in the world because like probably now I play Family Physician. Maybe not. Maybe I just play. Yeah, I probably play these four. I probably don't play Zoo Director that early. Maybe I play Fence Helper though. So there's a pretty high cost with treasure map to taking a card like Punter, which I maybe won't even want to play. I don't hate wild breeding here with Zoo Director. I don't hate wild breeding at all. But I think Camembert is good. I think Camembert probably a bit better. Just a bit better. Let me put Play-Ag cheese in chat. Ha. All right. Is this a lighthouse hand? Hmm. Stone Giant could be excellent with Baby Sling. Stone Giant could be or Sleeping Corner. One of those two could be really excellent with Baby Sling. They could be really great with Baby Sling. Stone Giant or Sleeping Corner. And you can imagine playing Stone Giant in the round 11 Harvest with Wintercrafter. Boom, you copy their first action, Family Growth with your second move, and activate Baby Sling. Like, I think that seems really good. The more reliable way to do it is to use Sleeping Corner. That's the much more reliable way to do it. The problem is actually getting the Sleeping Corner out. Do I go for it anyways? Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth it just to play the Sleeping Corner and really lean on getting a couple green from Family Physician. Plowing the two fields is tough, and I feel like the Sleeping Corner makes my Zoo Director quite a bit worse, but hopefully it makes the rest of my game a lot better. Yeah, and then I wheel this Festival Hall, and I think I'm feeling okay. Baker's Oven, not bad as well. I think I take the Festival Hall, though. Do I? Hmm. Festival Hall is generally better with a bigger house, right? Because it gets you stone for your reno. And maybe I just want Baker's Oven for the bake and the field. And it's free. The problem with the Baker's Oven is I now absolutely need an oven. Double down with the Port Le Havre. Wine closet still here. Could be cute with family physician. And yeah, I'll very happily take wild breeding. Very happily take wild breeding. All right. Well, this is a kind of a do a lot of stuff. I feel like this hand really needs to get breeding pairs in like round 13. If I don't get some breeding pairs in round 13, I think I'm going to have a really hard time. Um, we'll see. The other thing is that my early game food is not really settled. Like, I think the dream scenario is that Family Physician gives like 4 grain throughout the game. The first 2 get baked, the next 2 go on to the sleeping corner, which I play because I've gotten 2 fields with treasure map. Yeah, I think the sleeping corner just working so well with baby sling is it should be very good. It should be very good. That's what I anticipate. Hardcore art director round 1. So I might do expensive awk, um, family physician as my first action. If Reedstone food is taken by jonswar here. I guess the other question is this a 2 clay round 1? With Wintercrafter, like I could. The thing is, I know the stable card is out there, right? I know the stable card is out there, and I know the oh, what's the other one? I know the stable card's out there. I know the loom's out there. So like the loom player probably no hardcore took art direct. Well, no. Yeah, I'm guessing hardcore is gonna be on the loom plus free stables line. Ooh, start player private forest. That kind of sucks for me. That sucks for me quite a bit. So probably 0-3 William and John take 2 clay, 2 wood. And then the grain space comes with the food. The traveling player space comes with the food. Probably I'd do grain and a food in that case. Pretty terrible round 1. I have net played position and taken 1 grain, which your goal is when you play family physician to get grain super incidentally, not that you're using your full actions to take it. So that's kind of rough, but so I'd love to get 2 read. I don't expect to, but I'd love to. 2 read makes like a 2 wood action that comes with the food look okay. Barrel Maker, excellent card. All right, so I get 2 read or 3 wood. Either of those are pretty good actions for me to get in the 4 seat here. I would guess that I'm not getting expensive awk back, but if I did, it probably comes with the grain, right? Expensive awk, Wintercrafter or Hedgekeeper get a grain. Probably Wintercrafter. Yeah, expensive awk Wintercrafter get a grain. Hardcore's got a nice start here for build and to grow in 4. Would be very hard to beat, I think. Just because art director makes a 2 food action a fine action, right? There's a lot of value to you preventing 3 or 4 food actions from your opponents. 0-3 William with Fish Trap. Start player Fish Trap. Okay, well, John probably would not take this 2 wood. This 2 wood. He'd probably take that 2 wood, which would mean 2 clay comes with a food. 2 clay, not a great action. So yeah, unfortunately, occupation not even coming with a food here. Which is a feels bad. The only thing is if John plays an off, then I 2 wood with a food. That's what I would do. And then I'd be trying to get on the Reedstone food action space so that I can look to wintercraft the baby sling or potentially the clay oven. Yeah. Take 2 wood and a food here. Jeffrey William forgot to place his person. Reedstone food makes sense with fish trap. Scorched earth for John. Interesting. I'm going to grab 4 clay here. I think the 4 clay is quite good. Especially since sheep just flipped in 3 and major minor hasn't flipped yet, I might be able to wintercraft, steal the sheep, play wintercrafter, second action in 4, first move grab the 3 sheep in 5. Something like that could be okay. And then the other thing I'm doing is setting myself up for occupation second move, and I think that'd be an okay second move. Part-time builder for 0-3 William. Okay, so I know now it's between hardcore and I for building the first room. I would prefer to build it over hardcore. I'm a bit surprised the part-time builder got to 0-3 William. I'm a bit surprised by that. Also, 0-3 William needs another 3 wood. Hmm. Every round I go third or fourth and don't trigger family physician with my second action, I'm dying a little bit inside. I'm just dying a little bit. Play Wintercrafter. And no family physician, unfortunately. It's also like almost guarantees that I'm gonna play Baby Sling in 4 because I would need to get the Reedstone food action, which is not impossible, but I'm pretty sure John's gonna take the Reedstone food with his first move. And then I'm gonna take 4 wood. Hardcore, no, hardcore is taking 2 wood. Well, hardcore doesn't have to take wood. He private forests the wood. Yeah. So yeah, hardcore will build. Then 0-3 William takes 3 or 4 wood. Ooh, interesting. That is very interesting. Needs an extra wood for something. Maybe a wood miner. Maybe has eyes on. Maybe his axe. First pick axe. Don't know if I passed private forest or not. Could be first pick axe and plans to 2 read into start player axe. I guess it's also possible John builds the fireplace with his first move. He does not. Oh man, I would love to wintercraft a hearth here. Hmm. Maybe I just major minor the hearth. But I can only do that if it comes with a food. Then play baby sling in the harvest. Really need that reedstone food action. We'll see. It's a pretty high priority for me to trigger family physician here. A lot of actions become a lot better if I get to trigger family physician. Like if John's gonna build the fireplace here, right? Yeah. I could take the two sheep. They come with a food. I play baby sling with the sheep. Could also fence, but I think that's just lighting my wood on fire because John's going after it, and I never want to do that before my other cards are out. Hmm. This stinks. I really want to take the two reed, but I just can't. Oh, you know what? Then you can come with the food. Oh man. All right, I guess I'm taking the sheep then. Plus F. Worst family doctor ever. The actions have been too spread out, and in spite of going last, I guess normally Family Doctor wants to take traveling players, so maybe with Art Director in the game, Family Doctor is just so much worse because traveling players get a grain is one of the spaces you can actually get the grain from. Engineering apprentice for hardcore, so that's his first pick occupation. It is stone in round 5. Okay. Okay, so I could get Reedstone food here for sure. Reedstone food plus 1 family physician proc for food. Then at least then I can wintercraft the clay oven in that case. So very happy to get Reedstone food at last. Second action, occupation. Although it probably doesn't come with the food. Probably 3 wood, 5 clay, start player are taken. So I could look at grain. But yeah, really, like family physician, the idea of family physician is you want to get grain while doing other things, which I'm not successfully doing here. I'm not successfully getting grain while doing other things. I had to do just a full action to take grain. And like I had to make my second action worse in round 4 to make sure I got the food for my family growth. Cattle Whisperer here, so hardcore not defending. Start player. So 3 wood and a food looks pretty good here. It's an unusual spot to proc family physician from. I assume that four clay is going to a hearth with the cattle whisperer, but you never know. And John takes his, or 03 William takes the 3 wood, of course, with barrel maker. So family growth flips here. If I start player, 03 William can room block. So I just have to build. Yeah, and if I build, there's a world where hardcore doesn't start player because of baby sling. Yeah, I like just building here. And I will build a stable because there's very little reason not to. Because I have to spend so little wood on fencing this game. Let's do 2B actually. May as well. I only did one. Let's do 2. Because I'll definitely find myself taking wood just because that's what's available. And because it'll come with a food thanks to family physician or a grain. Barn for jonswar. So we know. So actually, all three of my opponents drafted. So first pick engineering apprentice, and it was fourth pick part time builder for 03 William. And jonswar took barn with one of his first 3 picks. So I wonder if they all saw Lady of the Manor and John took it third. And they decided Zoo Director was not worth it because they were going to be pursuing points from other means like stables and pastures and fence or fields and crops, that kind of thing. It's easier to max those categories. Could be. Yeah, could be. I'm a little bit at risk if the clay oven gets taken. Like, someone could build it just to mess with me. I would need the 3 stones so that I could build the stone oven at least. So if I day labor here, I can pass hardcore some pretty good actions next round. Like I could maybe first move 6 wood. Like, it's not worth risking family growth to take 6 wood. It's never worth it for me, I don't think. So if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna first move grow. Unfortunately, I can't play treasure map yet. I was hoping to be able to play treasure map here, but not yet. So I'll just play Camembert most likely. jonswar plays layabout. Sure. Not usually too unhappy with a second action for wood. It's usually a pretty good sequence for me. Yeah, and I should be able to trigger Family Doctor with the baby sling action in round 7. And yeah, the plan is Wintercraft the clay oven. That's net plus 3 food, and I will need 5. So I will need to pick up another 2 food. Maybe a fishing action, maybe a day labor action. I think both are possible. Oh, hardcore is going to start player necklace. Okay. Is he going for the sheep here? I think it's not impossible he's going to take the sheep with his first move. It's possible that he family grows first move, but with 6 wood there, I think with 6 wood I'm 03 William took the 2 stone. That makes me very vulnerable to the clay oven getting built. That makes me super vulnerable to the clay oven getting built. I think I have to hope that the 6 wood is enough of a temptation for hardcore to let me baby sling grow this round. Baby sling fishing. I don't even know what my third move would be. It would probably depend on what triggers family physician. Oh, really? Oh, that seems so brutal to me. That just seems so brutal to me from hardcore. Passing on 6 wood to play loom for 3 sheep you're not gonna get. Oh man. Oh man. Hmm. I don't think John is ever passing 3 sheep here. I don't think yeah, I just think you're never getting this. Oh my god. Well, okay, if jonswar has a choice between 6 wood and 3 sheep, okay, yeah, because 03 Williams going to start player builder's trowel. These guys are going to start player to family growth when they don't have to keep me from growing. All right, well, I'm definitely taking these sheep now. Change your plans. I'm going to wintercraft the cooking hearth. Oh, plus food on that action. Yeah, I just think that start player action is so brutal. Like, okay, or even if you want to start player, take the 6 wood. I just, yeah. You're just, as hardcore, you're just never, ever getting these 3 sheep back. And it's so brutal for me. And 03 William is playing Lighthouse. And they don't have to first move family growth. I will baby sling. I'm totally happy to baby sling, but they might not give me the option. All right, so fence comes with a food. Never doing that. Grain comes with a grain. Don't think I'm doing that. Awk. I want to play ox here, but if I play, well, I mean, I have to eat 2 sheep anyways, right? I think I'm never keeping these sheep. I'm eating them always. So maybe Ock here is fine. Just play Hedgekeeper. Get myself towards this treasure map ASAP. Add a guest token for winter crafting the cooking hearth. Hardcore should have first action 3 sheep. Yeah. Anything other than family growth. Anything other than family growth. It just feels really bad. I don't want to breed sheep. I mean, I would like to, but it feels like getting these occupations out is pretty important, right? Like if I don't play treasure map by the end of the next harvest, like I'm just done, right? And ideally, maybe even I play treasure map on family growth and then I can, you know, trigger it in round 9 or whatever. I only need to eat 2 sheep. GG and Clay Evan, or what would have been? Yeah, it would have been GG. Yeah, and Clay Evan was still an option. Yep, that might be there still going forward. Oh my god. Why do these guys hate action efficiency? To be fair, here the best move is like 4 clay or 6 clay or 4 wood, which or 4 reed, which maybe 0-3 William doesn't need any of those. But yeah, it's just sad for me. Very sad for me. Yeah, it's probably fine. It's just sad. I think hardcores was pretty bad. Well, I could take 4 reed and think about building the BMW. The BMW would require a reedstone food action. I do want to play. I probably want to play Hedgemaster this round or this stage as well. I think I'll take the 4 reed here. Yeah, normally I would be happy to grab 4 wood here, but with my Hedgekeeper, I'm a lot less interested. It's still possible I play Fence Helper. It's still possible I play Fence Helper. We'll see. The other thing is there is diminishing returns on the Hedgekeeper, right? Like if you fence 3, then you fence 3, then you fence 3, then you fence 2. While you're only actually saving 2 wood each time from Hedgekeeper, you spend more, like net more total wood. Alexa play Despacito. I mean, at least it's very likely I grow next round, right? I don't see, unless it's like the horse card for hardcore, but he's never getting that out in time. I don't think that's even in this. I don't even think that's in what I'm playing. Jonswar playing Grocer is quite bad for me because if he builds the clay oven, I'm so done. Because not being able to upgrade to Baker's Oven or play the Port Le Havre with Treasure Map, oof, oof, boy, would that be not good. Yeah, so no real good actions here for the Doctor. I could play Hedgemaster for 2 food, which is quite undesirable. This is quite brutal. This is quite brutal. I guess I could start player Camembert here. Start player Camembert, put a food on Auk and on Family Growth, since I know I'm going to get those 2 actions. And third goes, I don't know where. Ideally, it would go on a stone action, but I'm not sure what that would be. And where's the third one going? Maybe on day labor, just because I'm desperate for the food. Ideally, I would like to read stone food. Read stone food would get me my stone for the BMW. I can't put it on this stone because I'm never getting 3 stone back. Just put it on day labor and consign myself to the idea that I'm going to have to take a day labor action at some point. I guess expensive Auk is... No, I don't want to put on expensive Auk. I think that's just giving away the food. But yeah, after actively foregoing start player, having to start player here is just yuck. Yuck. Normally I wouldn't mind going last so much in this game. In this game in particular, because I do have the physician, but this has just been an awful physician. I mean, it just shows like physician is very unreliable, right? And I think I talked about how the traveling player space was being taken by the art director, and I knew that, and I maybe should have been able to predict that and know that it was going to be a bad physician game. But traveling player is not the only space that you can activate. Like you can take sometimes you can take plow grain, right? Which is a great action, and I would love plow grain in this game. I do. The one thing I will say is I do have a catch up mechanism, and that is sleeping corner, um, baby sling. I do have a catch up mechanism, but it rely like if I don't have the efficiency of Wintercrafter to play all my miners, right, and plow fields while doing so, which if I miss out on the clay oven, that's most likely the Port Le Havre and Baker's oven out the window. So then I can only play Sleeping Corner and Wild Breeding after playing Treasure Map, which is really brutal. Really brutal. 03 William building the BMW here. Oh man. So Peasant's Boutique was in the draft. So it's probably just him making sure he gets the Peasant's Boutique. That's a shame. So if I'm gonna play a miner, I could play Wild Breeding but it does nothing on this board state. The only major I could play with one action is the joinery, but building the joinery would mean I starve, because I just don't have the food for it. Unless I magically was able to get a vegetable. I think that's the best case scenario, is that I magically am able to get a vegetable on some action space. And that's probably the best case scenario here. Like getting a vegetable and getting the resources to build something is just not doable. Yeah. The boar not flipping as well was bad for me because I'm the only one with the cooking hearth. Now, the stable players could definitely go for it, but I mean, hardcore's gonna wants the wanted the two sheep ideally. So there was a world where I got the boar. I think there's a world where I maybe in first move just took the two boar. Oh man, 03 William takes one boar. What? Ways of getting a second boar in this draft. Not that I can think of. Reasons that you need boar, like I'm thinking of like the Hunter's Lodge thing, Hunter's Trophy. Executive boar. Yeah, that wasn't in the. I didn't see it, but it's possible that he has it for sure. I could eat a raw grain and fence here. This is pretty brutal. This is quite brutal. And then not playing a miner here when I could have done that, and I could have played Camembert instead. Like, oh man. Reedstone food and just have faith in Peasant's Boutique coming out. You know what? That might have been. Oh no, he's gonna play Boarlord here. Okay, I didn't know about Boarlord. All right, so still need to sort out my feeding. Ideally, by getting an oven. At least I have 3 family members now, so I'm much more likely to be able to get some incidental grain. Much more likely to be able to get some incidental grain. First move 4 stone if it's there. I'm imagining that jonswar is grabbing it, but if it's there, I'd be happy to take 4 stone. If it's not, 4 clay to hard build the clay oven. Oh man. Problem is, neither the 4 clay nor the major improvement action are likely to come with a grain. Ah, you know what? Reno might be taken. Would fishing be taken? Probably not. This feels like one of the saddest games I've played. It's just so sad. Oh, sorry, Gray, you got booped by Nightbot. Just wanted to post a meme. Post it without the dot, and I'll put it up. Or you can send it to me on Discord. It's just so annoying. Like I had to block links from being posted just because I was getting so much spam. And I still see it. Like it catches like at pretty much every stream. There's at least two bots that it catches. All right, so I need to build the stone oven next round. So that means I need a 2 stone action. I could ask myself about fence helper versus just fencing a couple more times. Is John gonna build a stone room? Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I wonder if there's a casino manager or Lady of the Manor I don't know about. Just seeing all these stables go up and how they were all quite high picks. Is it just plow? Just because there's nothing to do? Whoops. No fence. Fence helper is really good, but the food is quite sketchy. Yeah, so then the question is like, is fence helper worth it if I have to take a boar here to guarantee that it even activates? Right? Like, I think my food is so sketchy here. Hmm. Not building any more stables. Interesting. I definitely expected more stables for hardcore. Wonder if he's got a plow. Oh, he's got engineering apprentice, but he probably builds two more ox at most, right? But I guess, yeah, I think you could have maybe built one, but if you don't need it and your wood's tight, maybe he's got some wood miners, so maybe it could be an oven or so, or not an oven. Yeah, he does build one more stable. There we go. uh, yeah, that's pretty much. And I was falling asleep on like pick two. It's like, oh man. uh, this has been a rough one. All right. Well, I can take 2 wood and a food. I would love to go somewhere that comes with a grain. That would be best case scenario. But there's nowhere that comes with a grain. 3 food fishing the pick here. Just to give myself the option of playing fence helper next round. I don't know. I kind of like taking the 2 boar as also a way of getting food. And I also want to get this 2 stone. I don't think the stone oven is contested, given that the well is still there. Given that the well is still there, I don't think it's contested. You know what's ridiculous? They're actually like it's almost not possible for their moves to be more spread out. Like, okay, maybe he could be on the fence space instead of build a room, and he could be on 1 stone instead of vegetable, but they're actually so spread out. Oh man, that's a shame. Hardcore playing wine closet. Okay. Guess it saves you an action on taking a vegetable. So what's the dream here? What's the dream for this next round? Is it 2 boar? The problem with the 2 boar is that I really want to breed them for Zoo Director, but also I really want to eat them. And 03 Williams never letting me get them because of Boar Lord. Makes sense. He's got to protect his Boar Lord. Like, am I doing first move 2 stone? Because that's the action that never comes with a grain. Best case scenario here, jonswar decides for some reason not to build a stone room and parks on start player until family growth flips in 13. That's, I think, the dream scenario for me. jonswar start player apiary. Okay. All right, I'm just gonna get my stone oven out here. There's a world where I'm not supposed to bake, but I need the food. I need the food to pay for the field that comes with my miner. Baking is incorrect because you think I'm going to play Baker's Oven. I honestly wanted to hold Baker's Oven until a bit later, Gray. I get what you're saying is now it's so difficult to get the sleeping corner online, but Don't I just need the food for this harvest? I feel like I need the food. Like I need the food to plow a field this harvest. And I kind of want to hold the baker's oven until later. Hopefully take grain here. If I could take grain here, that would be pretty neat. And then, yeah, baker's thing is more appealing. Yeah, like 03 William with Boylord maybe not that interested in plowing, and Hardcore obviously did not just plow, and jonswar's not going to plow. So like I think what I'm seeing, the other thing I'm seeing here is that when people have a way to avoid the plow and field space, family physician is really terrible. Because plow and field is one of those spaces that towards the end of the game should get occupied a bunch, and it is not. Yeah, nobody wants to plow. What if 03 William plays an Auk and then jonswar plays an Auk? How amazing would that be? Wouldn't that just be the best? That would be the best. Yeah. Yeah, like wasn't super excited to play Family Physician, but I think with Treasure Map, yeah, I think this has been a particularly bad game for it, which is unfortunate. What do you know? What do you know? Mr. Borlord wants to plow a field. Okay. Fence also comes with a grain here, but I think I want the, I think as Gray says, I want the 2 grain. Yeah, fence coming with a grain here is quite nice, but yeah, I need to get this sleeping corner down ASAP. Yeah, I was hoping that the baby sling would kind of compensate that for a bit, because I'm not really a big family. I don't have a big family game, but what I do have is the ability to go late in the round. I'm just salty about hardcore not letting me grow in 7. That's what I'm salty about. I'm just salty about that. How bad have my times been? Probably pretty bad. Oh, I'm still only barely slower than first, which is John. Maybe it's been a tough game for those guys as well. Maybe they've had to navigate pretty carefully or something. I don't know. Does anyone want So Bake this round? I don't think so. Ah, but family growth flipped. So that means I should be doing so into start player sleeping corner. Passing on the two cattle's pretty rough though. I could also start player like also there's like start player wild breeding getting a cattle, but I need actions really badly, I think. And then it sucks passing the cattle here. If hardcore somehow wins this game, it was a Giga Brain play. Yeah. That'll be cool. No, never mind. It's never gonna. It doesn't matter. What'd be cool is if I got the cows and John did, decided to start player or something. This game has been so breezy for him. Yeah. Hey, there's the peasant's boutique, but then I don't grow. I mean, on my fourth action, gray. I want a fourth action play the cows. No, no, that's too greedy. I want a fourth action play wild breeding to get a free cattle. That's what I want. Cattle in a field. That's the dream. At least the feeding in one of the harvests is not total crap because of Baker's Oven. Probably this next one. Maybe not, though. I still have no food because Fence Helper would be great here. Yeah, Fence Helper would be great here. If only I'd gotten one more grain out of Family Physician, I'd been able to bake 2 grain with Stone Oven. Ah, oh, oh. Whoa. John's building the well. That's not a stone room. I guess he family growth in 12, so he doesn't want the fourth room anymore. It is well timed. You are right, Rilo Kren. Thank you. Thank you very much. So how's the board game arena meta shaking out, Gray? I haven't played that many games, so day labor combo really good. Day labor combo seems really good. Assistant Tiller and Seed Guy. I actually thought Assistant Tiller had to pay a food for the field. The card pool is so small. That's the thing. You see the same, like you have to assume like House Stewards in the draft. If it's not banned, childless braggart. You have to be very afraid of thing. I don't know what I was thinking of, but you have to be afraid of something. Um, I guess I need 3 wood here, and it comes with a food. Or 4 clay, because it comes with a food with the idea of turning it over to do a surprise reno. But I would need to bake multiple times to make that work. Feels good to take a 3 wood action when I have Hedgekeeper Hedgemaster. 2 stone lets me buy the BMW. I want to Galaxy Brain this gray, and I want to take 6 clay, and then I'm gonna turn 3 clay into 2 stone. Should I start player wild breeding here? Probably not. Probably. Well. Hmm. No, I'm probably just supposed to take the 2 boar. And the 2 sheep, but the 2 sheep are going to get taken by 03 William, right? I think John takes the boar. Hmm. Well, I could start player plow field and get a sheep. That pretty much forces me to Baker's Oven with Harvest, though. And the start player is not a great action if I'm baking the 2 grain that I would um, or would plow sow next round. I don't know. Do I just take them? Maybe I just take them. Don't understand the difference between 4 and 6 clay. I mean, I think I needed the 3 wood action also. I think 4 clay is fine. John not vine dresser. Apiary's end of the round. Oh man, has he been doing that wrong all along? Yeah, he's been doing it at the start of the round every time. You don't need to say that, Gray. When we find someone doing something wrong who's winning, we say, "Ah, if only you had been not doing the wrong thing." Curses. 03 William gonna build the BMW a second time. The joinery is not bad for them. Second BMW really does not have very much value because the 2 read that you spend on the BMW actually kills your Peasant's Boutique. So yeah, it seems like it's not good to me, but I have not had the best success at predicting my opponent's moves this game, so I'm gonna fence here and say fuck you to hardcore. So I need to spend 4, so I'm fencing 7, right? And then 6 clay, family growth, jump to vegetable or a place that provides a vegetable with family physician. So is there a really key? So I'm trying to think if where's the like does my whole game really come down to relying on hardcore to make the what I think is the more sensible play of taking 6 wood or 3 sheep? Does the whole game really come down to that? I feel like that's not that can't be that can't have been the only thing that's really kind of sunk me here. There's got to have been some other mistakes on my part. Still kind of have to play fence helper. I mean, jonswar just built the joinery. Is he actually going to fence? He's got the scorched earth as well. So I think scorched earth plus joinery means John is just not going to fence here. John has village farmer. Okay. Because he spends a wood on barn, right? He spends a wood on barn. I'm not sure that he eats a wood, but he probably vine dresses a wood, right? So that's 2 wood down, leaving him with 5 wood. And is he really going to spend 4 wood? 4 wood for 3 points when it costs him a point, maybe 2 and 3 food? I don't think so. Expensive Ock does come with a grain here. Not sure that that matters much, aside from maybe feeding in the final round. Cattle comes with the food. It is driving me nuts that there's not a place for me to get a vegetable here. I can get a grain on Expensive Ock. But I don't really want to do that. I'll just take the cattle and a food. All right. And 3 stone to 2, 3 clay to 2 stone. Sure. Oh, it's only 1 or 2 clay, so I get to have 1 extra clay. There we go. The nice thing about getting a grain is that it would have made vegetable into a so bake a reasonable move because it would have got me even more stone for potentially rebuying the stone oven. Yeah. Oh well. So I don't think there's a single action that I care about really. I think I'll just fence, make sure I get it. It's worth quite a bit of points. Maybe BMW I care about a little bit. But this makes sure that hardcore doesn't wreck me. And I forgot to return the stone oven. I should announce that it's available. Ooh. So hardcore opens engineering apprentice, bore lord or barrel maker. Which one did 03 William first pick? I'm not sure I would take bore lord over zoo director. I don't know. I haven't really played bore lord very much though. I don't draft. I think maybe I don't draft it high enough. I think I want to draft it after getting a board combo, but I'm probably supposed to draft it and then hope that I get it. I really have a strong dislike for those kinds of cards. And then jonswar, probably first picks Grocer. I know Old Hiker came from my pack. No, it came from my second pack. So maybe he took Village Farmer? Not sure. Take the 2.4 here. Looked like John Swar wanted to say something, but seems like he didn't change his mind, or he didn't, or whatever. Giving himself the village farmer point seems presumptuous, right? He loses the village farmer to the boar lord, right? 6 to 7, yeah. Let's see what he has a way to plow in this harvest, which I don't see. Yeah, John's giving himself the village farmer points, but he doesn't actually get them. I want to play I want to play wild breeding in the harvest because it's a food for a point, or it's a food for 2 points. Because I get to plow a field with treasure map. Still want to get that vegetable somehow. Feel like Steve Carell when he comes back at the end of when Michael Scott comes back at the end of season 3 after the job interview, and he's like, Ryan, make me a coffee. And Ryan's like, I don't do that stuff anymore. And Steve Carell does like this. He talks about other stuff for a while. And he's like to Ryan, still waiting on that coffee. Still waiting on that vegetable. So if I had played the BMW there, that's a thing I could have done. I think just rebuilding the stone oven makes a decent amount of sense. The problem is I need 3 food. One for the field from wild breeding, and then 2 to actually play the stone oven with. And I still want to get a vegetable, and I have to take stone. So am I waiting for the stone to have a food on it? Or am I waiting for wild breeding to have a food on it? Is that likely? Is grain getting taken? No. Is 3 wood getting taken? No. Stone or vegetable? Vegetable definitely could get taken. Then I take 3 stone and a food. Maybe. I can take reedstone food for my 3rd stone. But I'm trying to get a vegetable here. I want a vegetable. 03 William has Zealous Farmer. Nice. So fence stables, fields, and vegetables to grow. Nicely done. John's got early riser. Whoops, I should have one green. Not that it matters. All right, so I have my final score plus 3. 46. Hardcore 40. That looks like jonswar's got it without the farmer points. Yeah. Yeah, because he sows a point and gets 4 from the scorched earth. All right, guys. Well, that was an unfortunate game. I'm third by 1 point. And I am second if John does not give away 3 points to third place. So, yeah, just lose to John, unfortunately. I mean, this is a neat game. Always neat to win when you don't build any fences. That's like a neat thing to do. But yeah, unfortunately, I think, yeah, the round 7 family growth, not getting to baby sling that round was really, really bad. Yeah, so unfortunate, and he comes in last with 40. Unfortunate. All right, guys, that's going to be all for me for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I'll be back tomorrow. It's either going to be like 5:15 start. I've got a pretty narrow window for an early start tomorrow. It'll be like 5:15 start, or it's going to be like similar start today, so like 9 o'clock or after. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone, and I'll be back. See you tomorrow.